Good evening, voters. We one more time will turn our attention to the investigation into the babies selling racket that has emerged from Ranchi in Jharkhand. Through the day, we've been bringing details to our viewers of what it is that the investigators are looking at. Multiple angles, 6 angles specific, that we have brought based on documents that our reporters have accessed, based on those linked to the case that our reporters have spoken to. So let me just put this straight. Let me tell you what the picture really looks like right now based on facts. What do we really know so far? We have spoken to the lady who got a baby by paying a small amount of about 50 to 70,000. She has told us her story, how she went about it, who she got in touch with in Ranchi, and how she got that baby. We have spoken to the police who first told us that there are 4 cases, 4 missing babies, 3 of them have been traced. The hunt is on for 1 more. This morning we were told that there could be more cases, 24 to be precise. That's the number that was given to us by Jharkhand police, and maybe more. By evening, again the ADG told us that no, right now they only know about 4 cases, so we don't exactly officially know. But our reporter was told that they are looking at 24 different cases of babies, their records and whether they've gone missing. We have accessed the alleged confession of the nun. I say alleged because yes, we have a document that says that this is what the nun has confessed to. But we also have senior bishop saying that no, she hasn't made any confession. She probably was made to sign on a blank sheet of paper. So we don't know. But if that confession is to go by, she has admitted that she did help in selling 4 babies. There was a proper system in place, including a staffer from the hospital who helped her out in giving these babies to couples who wanted babies at the cost of about 1,20,000 rupees. We have also now understood that there was a register that the police found, and the visuals of that are on your screens with the records of the single mothers who came there for care when they were pregnant and delivered a baby with the help of the charity center in Ranchi. Now in all of this, why has it become so interesting? Because at the heart of this is the Missionaries of Charity Care Center in Ranchi that used to take care of single unwed mothers, those who were suffering from society's stigma, didn't have any other place to maybe go until they delivered the baby. In most cases, they probably didn't want to keep the baby. The big question then becomes that if there is a register with about 800 to 900 entries, the police will have to look at all of these entries and follow up what happened to the baby in each case. Were they illegally given away to couples? Were they sold? Was there child trafficking that's gone on for several years now, or is it just limited to these 4? Is there a bigger nexus? That's the question we're asking tonight on the other side of this report.
Days after the scandal first broke, sensational details continue to emerge in the Jharkhand baby selling racket.
On the basis of the register maintained by the Nirmal Hriday Shelter House from 2016 to 2018, it looks like there are 24 entries of babies which are missing. After this, Mirror now approached the District Social Welfare Officer, Ms. Kanchan Singh, and she said that it's not just 24, and she said that, and I'm quoting her, she said there was no record of 58 babies. ADG of the City Police, Mr. R.K. Malik, who yesterday told us that it's all just about 4 babies, today he said in the light of these new developments, they will wait for a complaint from CWC or the Social Welfare Department, and if these departments they file a complaint, Ranchi Police will go ahead with this development and this case as well.
जो एडमिशन रजिस्टर है अनवेड मदर का, उसको देखा सरसरी तौर पर देखने से पता लगता है प्रथम दृष्टया कि और बच्चे हैं भी, और जिसको CWC में पेश नहीं किया है। 24 बच्चे हमको दिख रहा है जो उसको पेश ही नहीं किया।
कुल 54 ऐसी एंट्रीज हैं जिनका अभी कहीं अता पता नहीं है।
नहीं, हम लोग के पास अभी जो एकमात्र कंप्लेन आई है CWC की, जो ये 4 बच्चों को लेकर के है, उसके अलावा जो है ये जानकारी लोगों को है, ऐसा सूचना लोगों के पास है, इसकी वेरिफिकेशन लोग कर रहे हैं, लेकिन पुलिस को एज अ फॉर्मल रिपोर्ट अभी कुछ भी प्राप्त नहीं हुआ है।
In January 2018, a couple bought a baby allegedly from the same accused.
बोली जे ठीक है वैसा आएगा बच्चा तो हम आपको जैसे माँ देने चाहेगी, हाँ वो देने चाहेगा कोई बच्चा तो वैसा हम काम करें तो आपको बुलाए, हम 50,000 रुपया दिए हैं.
This ties in with the confession statement of the nun, where she talks about how the transaction happened. A baby sold for 1.2 lakh rupees. The money divided between the nun, staffer and the biological mother. The unwed mothers were allegedly made to sign an indemnity bond.
These mothers were made to sign a letter, and we can see on the screen also the content of the letter, which clearly says, first of all, it says that how the mother will not claim any, will not have any claim over the baby delivered by her.
Here is why questions are being raised. A register found at the center shows missing records.
The register, the one and only register which has been seized by police, it begins from number 818. It essentially says that minor girls, unwed mothers who came here, they were registered on this particular register on a specific date.
Out of 110, only 52 बच्चे जो हैं वो CWC के सामने सरेंडर हुए हैं और वो उनको आगे अडॉप्शन के लिए भेजा गया है. और 58 बच्चे ऐसे हैं जिनका अभी तक CWC के पास कोई रिकॉर्ड उनको नहीं मिला है.
Multiple angles and even more questions. For how long has this racket gone on? Could it really be limited to 4 missing babies as the police claims? The debate begins now.
Let's say good evening to our guests. Then Rajiv Pandey, leader of the BJP, Vikram Singh, former DGP Uttar Pradesh, Kanchan Singh, social welfare officer, will be with us shortly. She's joining us from Ranchi. Flavia Agnes, women's rights lawyer and director for Majlis, which is a center for women, and Sandhya Bajaj, former member of NCPCR. I'm going to go across to Kanchan Singh first. Kanchan Singh, of course, you have been working very closely since this case came to light, and even before that, about what really is going on. Can you tell our viewers what is it that you know now? How many cases are we possibly looking at which are under the scanner? कंचन सिंह जी, गुड इवनिंग. क्या आपको मेरी आवाज आ रही है?
हाँ, आ रही है
जी. कंचन सिंह जी, क्योंकि आप इस केस से काफी क्लोजली जुड़ी हैं और जो भी वहाँ पे छानबीन चल रही है, जो आपके डिपार्टमेंट ने भी देखा है, क्या आप हमारे दर्शकों को बता सकती है कि अभी हमारे पास क्या लेटेस्ट इन्फॉर्मेशन है, कितने केसेस हैं जिनको देखा जा रहा है? क्योंकि हमें ये भी बताया जा रहा है कि 13 जो वहाँ पे सिंगल मदर्स थी उनको भी वहाँ से ले जाके दूसरे सेंटर में रखा गया.
एक्चुअली जब जांच शुरू हुई और जो रजिस्टर हमें मिला तो उसके अनुसार हमने जब गिनती की तो टोटल 110 लड़कियां थीं जिनका की रजिस्ट्रेशन उस सेंटर में हुआ था. आउट ऑफ 110 सिर्फ जो 52 हैं उनका प्रोडक्शन CWC के सामने किया गया है, ऐसा हमें जानकारी मिली है और उनको एडॉप्शन में दिया गया है. रेस्ट जो 58 थी उनके मामले में अभी CWC के पास कोई जानकारी नहीं दिखी है. तो हम ये मान के चल रहे हैं कि उन 58 का पता लगाना ज़रूरी है कि क्या वे अपने बायोलॉजिकल मदर के पास हैं या उन्हें कहीं और भेज दिया गया है. उन्हीं 58 में जैसा हमने देखा कि 4 की रिकवरी हो चुकी है इस पर्टिकुलर केस में, 4 का खरीद फरोख्त का मामला आ चुका है इस पर्टिकुलर केस में, जिसमें 3 रिकवर हो चुके हैं उन 58 में. तो जो बचे हुए 54 बच्चे हैं उनका पता लगाना एक बहुत बड़ी जिम्मेदारी है कि क्या वो अपनी बायोलॉजिकल मदर के पास हैं या कि उनको कहीं और बेच दिया गया है या कि किसी और तरीके से उनका यूज कर लिया गया है. तो ये एक बहुत बड़ा चैलेंज है हमारे लिए.
लेकिन अगर ये हम रिकॉर्ड्स देखें, जो मिशनरीज ऑफ चैरिटी जो सेंटर है जहाँ के आप ये 110 केसेस की बात कर रही हैं, अगर हम उनका रिकॉर्ड चेक करें तो उस रिकॉर्ड में क्या दिखा रहा है इन 53 केसेस के लिए?
उस रिकॉर्ड में बच्चे के संबंध में कोई चर्चा नहीं है. एक भी एंट्री ऐसी नहीं है कि सिर्फ ये चर्चा है कि एक लड़की अनवेड मदर है और उसका रजिस्ट्रेशन हो रहा है. उसको क्या बच्चा हुआ और उसको कहाँ भेजा गया, रजिस्टर से इसका कुछ भी पता नहीं चलता है। और जब हमने सिस्टर्स से इसके बारे में बात की तो वो कुछ भी बताने में असमर्थ रही। वो उनको कुछ पता नहीं था कि इनको क्या कहाँ भेजा गया है, क्या करना है, वो हमें बता नहीं पाई। तो हमें ये पता नहीं चल पा रहा है कि वो बाकी बच्चे कहाँ हैं।
All right, Kanchan Singh ji, rahiye hamare saath. I'm just going to take what you've said to our other panelists. And Flavia Agnes, what do you make of the findings so far? Especially because our reporters have also taken a look at the register that was found at the center, and they tell us that there are pages which are missing, there are records which are missing because the serial numbering only starts from 801. So from 801 for the next 110 cases, they still don't know what has happened to 53 of those babies. What could have happened here if their babies weren't given to the Child Welfare Committee, which ideally they should have been given?
I just want to raise one question here. CWC is there because they have a certain mandate. They're supposed to investigate periodically, not when a crisis happens like this and you just blow it out of proportion. You have all kinds of figures. First you say 258 children are missing, then you say 5 children are missing, 4 children are missing, 54 children are missing, 58 children are missing. Now, when CARA guidelines came, CWC was given a responsibility. All adoption centers, they have to do periodic check their registers and whether they maintain properly. Now today you have one institution before you. There could be hundreds such institutions doing hundreds of illegal activity. What to me it points out is a lapse on the part of CWC. Instead of pointing finger at the nuns and the Nirmal Hriday and Mother Teresa and making it a Christian institution case, I think when we put up institutions, when we set up machinery to mandate how all adoption centers are working, and according to me, how is it that CWC did not do this all this time? Right. How is it only when the media breaks the story, you go, you check the register? I think this is a great lapse on the part of the state rather than on the institution.
So I completely agree with you that the questions have to be asked of the state as well. We've been doing that as well for the past 2 days. What is the level of scrutiny that is there usually for missionaries of charity or any other such organization, especially those who are into care centers for unwed single mothers or expecting mothers? But Flavia Agnes, just to clarify, nobody here is making this about any kind of institution or religion. Definitely not on this channel. We're treating it like any other criminal case, like we treat any criminal case when it comes to sadhus and babas and specific individuals from any other religion to specific individuals who've been accused of wrongdoing. What cannot be denied is the fact that one nun has been arrested, and according to the police, there is a confession statement where she has admitted to knowing and being part of the deal for selling 4 babies. That cannot be underplayed now, Flavia.
I agree completely. That could be one nun who has made a mistake. There could be 4 nuns who could have made a mistake. There could be some people working in the institution who could have made a mistake, and they have to be investigated and the truth should be brought out. This is absolutely necessary. But as soon as you do this, you raid all homes run by the institution of Mother Teresa, and you may put it to portray to the nation that it is a religious, Christian religious institution that is into this racket, rather than saying that somewhere we don't have proper mechanisms. We don't have a watchdog machinery that was meant to be after the CARA guidelines, and we are not observing this. We just jump into the fray, make somebody the target, and then we say that, oh my God, that institution has not worked, or somebody else has made, or some religious institution is liable for this. But you now don't say the state of affairs. You investigate in Andhra, you investigate in Bihar, you investigate anywhere else, and you might be finding tens of thousands of such institutions. So my plea to you is that you take an audit. You take an audit of Jharkhand, you take an audit of Bihar, you take an audit of anywhere and see where the missing children are going. It's not one case, it's not one child here, 4 children there. It's not a question of illegal adoption. Like what is projected is trafficking. Right. That the word that is used in the past 2 days is trafficking. But trafficking has a very different connotation. Trafficking is selling children for sex trade. Are we saying that, or is it like illegal adoption, not following due process, taking money from adoptive parents? These are irregularities.
All right, Flavia Agnes, Kanchan Singh wants to.
Must be punished.
Kanchan Singh wants to respond to you. Go ahead, Kanchan Singh.
मैं ये कहना चाहती हूँ कि इस मामले को पूरी तरह से गलत डायरेक्शन में ले जाने की कोशिश की जा रही है। जो डिस्ट्रिक्ट एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन ने जो काम किया वो एक रूटीन मैटर में एक इन्वेस्टिगेशन था। जो हमें शिकायतें प्राप्त हो रही थी कि बच्चों के संबंध में कुछ गलत हो रहा है, उसके संबंध में ये सारे शेल्टर होम्स जो हमारे यहाँ 17 चल रहे थे, हमने उन सब की जांच कराई थी और उन सब के बारे में कुछ न कुछ फाइंडिंग आई थी। ये एक संयोग है कि अगर मिशनरीज ऑफ चैरिटी,
ये जांच कब हुई कंचन सिंह जी? ये
22 तारीख को हुआ। 22 तारीख
कंचन सिंह जी, दो चीज, ये जांच कब हुई और कितनी रेगुलरली सरकार के डिपार्टमेंट ऐसे सेंटर्स की जांच करते हैं?
हाँ, ये जांच ये सीडब्ल्यूसी का काम है और आईसीपीएस के यूनिट का काम है, डीसीपीयू का काम है जो वो करते हैं। बट ये हमें शिकायतें प्राप्त हो रही थी डिस्ट्रिक्ट एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन को कि इस तरह से बच्चों के बारे में कुछ गड़बड़ी हो रही है। तो 22 जून को डिस्ट्रिक्ट मजिस्ट्रेट के सिग्नेचर से एक टीम गठित हुई और उस टीम ने रांची जिले के जितने 17 शेल्टर होम्स हैं वो सभी जगह जाके इन्वेस्टिगेशन किया था और सभी जगह जाकर के उनकी फाइंडिंग्स आई हैं। ये एक महत संयोग है कि जो निर्मल हृदय के जो हम लोगों ने रजिस्टर देखे उसमें बहुत बड़े पैमाने पर इरेगुलरिटीज पाई गई और उनको हमने क्वेश्चन किए। उस क्वेश्चन से ट्रिगर होकर के उन लोगों ने जिन लोगों को बच्चा बेचा था उनको फोन किया और उनको वापस सीडब्ल्यूसी में लाने को कहा और इसके बाद से बच्चे को वापस नहीं दिया। इसके बाद ही ये घटना सामने आई कि वो कपल था जो वो खोजता हुआ आया और उसने इस मामले को पूरा हाईलाइट किया और ये पता चला कि निर्मल हृदय इसमें शामिल है और तब इसको इतना अलग तरह का रंग दे दिया गया कि मिशनरीज को अटैक किया जा रहा है। नहीं, मिशनरीज ऑफ चैरिटी हमारे लिए इशू नहीं है, हमारे लिए इशू सिर्फ शेल्टर होम है। हमने निर्मल हृदय की जांच किया था और ये निर्मल हृदय चलाता है मिशनरीज ऑफ चैरिटी, इससे इसको जोड़ने की कोई जरूरत नहीं है। आप सभी और शेल्टर होम के बारे में देखें, वहां जो फाइंडिंग आई है वो भी हमारा अंडर इन्वेस्टिगेशन है। ये प्रोसेस अभी इन्वेस्टिगेशन में ही था कि तभी इसको इतना हाईलाइट कर दिया गया कि मिशनरीज को अटैक किया गया।
बहुत जल्दी एक और छोटा सा सवाल आपसे, कंचन सिंह जी, आप कह रही हैं कि और भी ऐसे सेंटर्स हैं जिनमें सिमिलर चीज की जांच हो रही है?
हाँ बिल्कुल, हमारे रांची में 17 शेल्टर होम्स हैं जिसमें से 5 को शो कॉज किया गया है, 5 को गड़बड़ियां पाई गई हैं और उनके साथ एक कमेटी बनी है डीडीसी की अध्यक्षता में, डीडीसी के चेयरमैनशिप में एक कमेटी बनाई गई है डीसी के द्वारा जो इसकी समीक्षा करेगी कि क्या गड़बड़ियां पाई गई हैं और कैसे इनको ठीक किया जा सकता है या कि उन पर कार्रवाई करनी है। ये समीक्षा होनी है अभी और ये अंडर प्रोसेस ही था कि तब तक एक एफआईआर हो गया और इस एफआईआर ने इसको इतना इन्वेस्टिगेट कर दिया।
All right. Rajiv Pandey of the BJP, Rajiv Pandey, Flavia Agnes says that the questions must also be asked of the government of the state on what kind of regulations and what kind of scrutiny is really carried out of these centers.
You see that that officer, Madam has, Kanchan Singh ji has said that regularly they are doing. You know, India is not a police state that for every action people are going and checking every house. For every organization, we are not so well equipped that we can go and check. As far as this issue is concerned, you have to go the intention behind these kind of work. You know, some people can do selflessly. Some people can do these kind of works with vested interest. So you have to judge on the basis of that. What I have seen that these kind of centers are doing work with vested interest. That is my understanding, my experience which I have seen. The basic issue is that government should do this checkup because these kind of organizations are with some vested interest come to India and doing all these things. Because I do not want to take the name, one of the biggest the person of this missionaries, they said India is the biggest place where we can do conversion and all kinds of things.
Please don't go there. So, I rather not have you speak ill of anybody who is not even alive anymore and is much loved and respected in this country, Rajiv Pandey. Those kind of politics don't play out. We are strictly talking about the case right now. My question to you very clearly was about the regulations and the scrutiny by the government. If you really want to do any other kind of religious politics, please go and do it elsewhere. This is not a debate on conversion. This is a debate. This is a debate on babies being sold at care centers. This care center in Ranchi and 13 others which are under the scanner. Why not? It is a criminal case.
What I'm saying, Tanvi, this is a normal criminal case.
Yes, so that's
if
all.
you
Let's
don't
keep
go,
it to
but
that.
a crime constitute two. Just 1 second. Crime constitute of two things: actus rea and mens rea.
Yes, it is a
DGP
crime
Sahab will
and
explain you.
organized crime.
Actus
I want
rea
to
is the
say
action
that
of
it is
selling
an
baby.
organized crime.
Mens rea, you will have to find out what was the mens rea for doing this kind of criminal action. You will have to go. I am saying this is a crime. This is a crime against kids. And all crimes constitute of actus rea and mens rea. Actus rea is selling of the kids. What is the mens rea of missionary of charity? You will have to discuss that. Then only you can reach to the conclusion. That is my take.
All right. I'm going to go across to Vikram Singh.
This is following that typical BJP mindset of attacking minorities in different ways.
Now you will come BJP Congress. You are representing Congress.
When you are
Let
talking about child
DGPG
rights
reply
protection.
this question what I have raised.
Why should
Madam,
I
I
be
am
representing
simply
Congress?
saying, when you were speaking, I did not speak.
I am representing no political
Let
party.
DGP Sahab say this. What I say as a lawyer, I am a practicing lawyer. I know this. I am saying whatever I have said, if I have said anything wrong, in any crime there are two things.
Lawyer. Excuse
Let
me,
DGP Sahab reply.
I'm going to go across to Vikram Singh to bring the focus back on this case.
In murder, action, killing is a person, is an action. Mens rea is some motive.
So you are representative of the BJP. It is your responsibility to ensure that you get to the bottom of this and find the truth rather than making rhetorical comments here, Mr. Pandey. That's all we are trying to say. Mr. Vikram Singh, I'm going to come to you. We have managed to speak to people who have bought a baby at the cost of 50,000. We know a baby was also bought at the cost of 1.2 lakh rupees. Now, it's now been almost 10 days since the case first came to light. Yet, we haven't seen the investigation go beyond the arrest of 2 people. Why is that? If we know that there are families involved in buying of babies, shouldn't they also be right now questioned?
Very true. Tanvi, may I submit for 2 minutes and my request to esteemed panelists, your forbearance just for 2 minutes, please. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a serious crime involving human trafficking. Madam Kanchan Singh is well within her rights to inquire into the goings-on in the 17 shelter homes. And when Madam Kanchan Singh mentioned shelter homes, she did not mention even for a moment to what community and what religion they belong to. When the implementation of law happens, it happens faithfully and conscientiously, irrespective of the fact what my community or my religious affiliations are. And therefore, if there are 4 discrepancies that Madam Kanchan Singh and her department have found: fudging of records, misappropriation of the register, confession of the sale of babies and the proceeds going to the staffer, to a nun and to the person who made the confession, and also the fact that of the records of 58 babies and 52 babies. 52 babies being produced before the commission, 52 babies not accounted for. All these pieces are just not adding up. Any faithful investigation has to be incisive, has to be absolutely conclusive to put all the pieces of the jigsaw puzzle together. Till that time, let us not for a moment think we have the greatest of respect for missionaries of charity, Nirmal Hriday. We do not question anybody's religious affiliations. But in law, the faithful implementation of law, as Mr. Vijayji would know, that it is irrespective of caste, creed and religion. Either you are inside the net or you are outside the net. And Madam Kanchan Singh, I can see that she is expecting her cooperation from the police. It is a teamwork between Madam Kanchan Singh's department, the police, the social activists, and I would certainly expect that the reputation that the Nirmal Hriday and the Ministry of Charity have, they would cooperate with the investigators, provide all the accounts, all the data and all the records. And if the records are missing, I would advise them also to look for the missing records. Perhaps you may have misplaced them. If you not misplaced them, come out with an explanation. Yesterday in Face Show, Tanvi, somebody said that they got a commendation certificate. It is perfectly natural to get a commendation certificate, to get a medal, and then be prosecuted for a lapse and a lacuna that you have committed. This is all a part of the lacuna. You were commended for the fact that you ran the shelter home well, and you are now being questioned and investigated for allegations that the district magistrate asked Madam Kanchan Singh's department to investigate, and nobody can grudge that. I can be investigated, you can be investigated, any can be investigated.
Right.
And if I'm clean, I have no reason to see as an assault on my ego.
So let me go across and take that point across to Sandhya Bajaj. Sandhya Bajaj, former member of the NCPCR. Good evening. What do you make of the details, the facts that we've laid out for our viewers so far in the past 2 days and today as well? Of course, the investigation continues. We are not, giving out any specific number of how many of these cases may be there. Suffice to say, Kanchan Singh is telling us that from the records, they have found that of the 110 expecting mothers who delivered, there is no record present for about 53 babies.
देखिए, वी आर नॉट सेटिस्फाइड जैसे कि जांच चल रही है. जांच चलाने का ये नहीं है, बहुत गहन जांच होनी चाहिए. 154 बच्चे हैं या 54 है, मैं तो ये कहूंगी एक बच्चा भी बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट है. अगर एक बच्चा भी मिसिंग है उसमें, उनके साथ भी अगर इस तरीके से किया गया है कि आप ये बताइए कि हमारे देश में कारा है, कारा जैसी एजेंसी होते हुए जहां पे अडॉप्शन लीगल है और वैसे भी लीगल हमारे पास में एक रेमेडी है जिसमें हम बच्चा गोद ले सकते हैं, तो उस हिसाब से तो नहीं करके बल्कि ऐसे बच्चे चोरी करके, मैं तो ये कह रही हूँ कि ये मिसिंग चिल्ड्रन, ये चोरी हुए बच्चे, ये हमारा एक बच्चा भी जब कहाँ ऐसी जगह पहुंच जाता है जहां उसे पूरा ही शत प्रतिशत करके बेच दिया जाता है. जरा सोचिए कि कितना मैनकाइंड के प्रति कितना बड़ा दुर्व्यवहार है, किस तरीके का ये हमारा समाज बन रहा है. मैं तो ये कहूंगी कि सोशल ऑडिट नहीं है चिल्ड्रन के लिए, बच्चों की पॉलिटिकल वॉइस नहीं है, बच्चे वोटर नहीं है, बच्चे किसी पार्टी के सपोर्टर नहीं है. इसी वजह से बच्चों को टारगेट किया जाता है. छोटे बच्चे वो बोल नहीं सकते, उनकी आवाज नहीं है, उनकी आवाज आप जैसे लोग बनते हैं. हमारे विक्रम सिंह जी बहुत अच्छे तरीके से बोल रहे हैं, मुझे बहुत इनसे अनुभव है. जब यूपी में बच्चे गुम होते थे तो हम इनसे बात करते थे तो हमें एक प्रॉपर रिस्पांस मिलता था. लेकिन तो हम यही चाहते हैं
संध्या बजाज जी, आज के
रांची पुलिस से
आज के जमाने में
रांची पुलिस करे
जी अंडर द कारा विच इज द अडॉप्शन रेगुलेटरी अथॉरिटी, उसके अंडर के जो रेगुलेशंस हैं क्या वो काफी हैं इस तरह की चीजों को इन्वेस्टिगेट करने में, ऑडिट करने में, स्क्रूटिनाइज करने में? अगर इलीगली ऐसा कुछ हो रहा है, कौन चेक करता है, किसकी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है ये?
देखिए, वो बहुत काफी हैं. एक व्यक्ति काफी होता है पूरी कौम को बचाने के लिए, पूरे देश को बचाने के लिए. अगर वो ठान लेता है तो सब कुछ कर लेता है, सब मान लेता है. परंतु ये चीजों को प्रायोरिटी नहीं दी जाती है. वो हम लोग ये कह रहे हैं, हमें तो इतना मालूम है कि मदर टेरेसा की पूरे विश्व में बहुत इज्जत है और उनके नाम को हम सलाम करते हैं कि उन्होंने कितना मैनकाइंड के प्रति अच्छा काम किया. लेकिन आगे जो मिसयूज हो रहा है जिस तरीके से, वो लोग एक प्रश्न चिन्ह लगाता है. हमारे देश में बहुत बढ़िया एनजीओज है, लोग काम करने वाले हैं, परंतु कुछ लोग उनको बदनाम करते हैं. ऐसे लोगों को जल्दी ढूंढा जाना चाहिए, जल्दी ढूंढ के उनको सजा मिलनी चाहिए और लोगों के सामने आना चाहिए. मैं तो एक ही मांग रखूंगी कि सोशल ऑडिट होनी चाहिए. पड़ोस में अगर अनाथालय है तो दीवार के उस पार के लोग भी उस अनाथालय में घुस नहीं सकते कि वो ऑडिट करें कि हमने देखा है बच्चे को ले जाते हुए. और वो लोग भी साथ नहीं देते हैं, और साथ अगर देना चाहते हैं तो सरकार लेना नहीं चाहती है. सरकारें कहती है नहीं, सिर्फ सरकारी आदमी अंदर आ सकेगा, प्राइवेट नहीं आ पाएगा, पड़ोसी नहीं आ पाएगा. यहाँ पर दिल्ली में भी कितने सारे शेल्टर होम है, लेकिन उन सब में कौन लोग जाते हैं बताइए? कौन जाके सोशल ऑडिट करता है? हाँ. उनको भी अधिकार है, उन्हें कुछ मिलेगा.
कौन जाके सोशल ऑडिट करता है? राजीव पांडे जी, वही सवाल वापस आता है. क्या आप बता सकते हैं बीजेपी के प्रवक्ता होने के रोल से कि क्या, how regularly are these charity organizations being audited or investigated? Because we spoke to one of the former members of the CWC, the Child Welfare Committee, OP Singh, who claims that he went to the same center, he wasn't allowed to enter, he raised a complaint about it, he wrote to everybody about it, from these local authorities to the central authorities, but nothing happened. And this was back in 2014. So are we to assume that between 2014 and now no audit scrutiny has taken place?
You see, Tanvi, what Sandhya Bajaj ji has said, that social audit, I completely agree. But these kind of organizations who are working behind the closed doors, they are not allowing any other people to enter. If you go and enter, they will say that now it is being attacked. These institutions are being attacked.
So are you telling us that you
support
so
what
are
Sandhya
you
Bajaj
telling
ji
us
has
that
said,
none
there should
of
be a
the
social audit,
none of the missionary of charity or any other such care center is being checked by the government? Your government is so strict with the NGOs, you're not so strict with them?
She has talked about the social audit.
No, I'm asking you about the government's role.
I think you are putting words in my mouth.
I am asking you, why aren't you responding to what I am asking you?
Social audit. You know, government officer has already... No, listen to me. Government officers are going you know, in India, for any audit, you cannot have so many people for checking these kind of centers. Welfare officer, madam has rightly said that we are trying to do that. What Sandhya Bajaj ji is saying, social audit. That means the people around the area should have interest in that.
I don't think we ever want to be in a place where neighbors are allowed to enter any organization or anybody's home or any center to investigate with what authorities with locals will go. Only government authorities should have the right to ensure that no wrongdoing is going on. Flavia Agnes, do you agree with this kind of a thought process?
What is the meaning of social audit? Then what? No. You see, social audit is for from the society point of view.
Excuse me, 1 minute. Can I speak now? Can I speak?
Which I am supporting. But
this BJP person is interfering all the time. I cannot speak. Can you ask him to stop?
Go ahead, please, Flavia.
Can you ask him to stop? Now, before that, there were so many incidents in Andhra Pradesh. And so many came to light with children are trafficked into brothels. Now, after that, the Kara guidelines came. After that, in Maharashtra, there were several homes run by politicians where there were murder of children, pregnancy, sexual abuse, all was happening. They were not religious institutions, they were getting government aid and they were run by politicians. And then High Court has to order, institute a committee which will go into these homes and find out what is happening. There the murder of a child came out and then there was a trial. They were deaf and mute children, and after that death penalty was given to one person and life sentence was given to about 10 people. Now this is in Maharashtra. That was in Andhra Pradesh. Every state would have these kind of institutions which are not monitored and they do exactly what you want. Now it could be Sisters of Charity, it could be Mother Teresa's institution, it could be BJP run institution, it could be Congress run institution, it could be run by anybody. But what I am saying, after Kara guideline, the CWC periodically has to do a checkup of all the homes in their territory and to check their records, check the health conditions, check the food conditions, check the hygiene in the institutions. Are they doing that? Suddenly when case breaks up and everybody jumps and they said, oh, what is Mensia? Why are they running it? Foreigners coming here? What is the mandate of them? All these issues are raised because you have neglected what is the basic monitoring mechanism that was set up, that you have not followed it up to ensure that the homes are run properly. But it is not unfortunately everybody jumps in and attributes
the BJP person here doesn't want to talk about the government monetary policy or the framework for these institutions. He wants to talk about social audits. Mr. Pandey, who is going to do these social audits? Mr. Singh, coming to you next.
You see, as per the Kara guidelines, government is doing what I am trying to say. In this country, even policing also, at every place you can't keep police. You know, these kind of cases have come in Maharashtra, which madam has just said, and in that case, people are convicted. You see, now the issue is that this case has cropped up and the people have started defending this case, and you can go and see on the news portals that what kind of people are defending. In one of the case, one foreigners came and he was doing these kind of bad things with the kids. Who was running that shelter home? I am saying government has formed the guidelines.
Not missionaries of charity. It was private.
Government is doing whatever is possible.
Mr. Singh.
Government is not doing whatever is possible.
Tanvi, I would say that
And
it is
how
not
the
in my
case in Maharashtra came out
it is
under
not
a High
in
Court
my
order.
interest to say what happened.
High Court order where
Right, Flavia Agnes, just hold on for a minute, please. Vikram Singh
the
wanted
High
to come
Court
in.
gave.
May I, Tanvi?
Yes, please, go ahead.
Tanvi, I would say just 3 quick points. One, it is not in my interest to say what's happening in Maharashtra, what's happening in Andhra Pradesh. As long as there's something that I've been asked to explain, I need to explain. There is no denying the fact that the learned panelists would not dispute the faithful implementation of rule of law irrespective of party or religious affiliation of the shelter homes. This was made very abundantly clear by Madam Kanchan Singh ji and Madam Sandhya Bajaj ji that we have absolutely no predilections to favor any religion, caste or community. Where there is rule, where there are rules and where there are laws, they need to be faithfully implemented. Now, coming to this case, of course, this has to be, Mr. Pandey has a very relevant point. Mens rea has to be identified, and if there is a crime, if there is a criminal act, it needs to be investigated very thoroughly and promptly, especially when it involves human trafficking. Human trafficking cannot be taken lightly. It is not just like pickpocketing or loss of a mobile phone. It is something, a very, very serious matter, and it's everybody's job to cooperate with it. If Mr. O.P. Singh was obstructed, I would say just 2 things. If it is true, let those who obstructed the passage and the inspection of O.P. Singh be prosecuted. And if O.P. Singh is speaking a lie, then he can also be prosecuted under 182 of the IPC for raising false allegations.
Who will look into that now? Because he has come out and made claims. Kanchan Singh ji, there was a counter complaint against him, based on which I believe he was also suspended. So why doesn't the government now look into the case and ask the UP police to investigate the claims of Mr. O.P. Singh? Because if it indeed was happening then we are looking at 4 years of this child trafficking, baby selling going on.
I cannot represent government. I cannot represent government as a whole. I can represent only district administration, and I want to say that in my experience I have always seen, मैंने हमेशा देखा है कि कोई भी सिस्टर्स अगर आती हैं तो बड़े से बड़ा ऑफिशियल भी खड़े होकर के उनको वेलकम करता है अपने ऑफिस में। ये नहीं होता है कि कोई सिस्टर आई और कोई बैठा रह गया, वो खड़े होकर के उनको वेलकम करता है। तो हाँ, और इतना रिस्पेक्ट है उनके मन में, तो लोअर लेवल का ऑफिशियल कैसे हिम्मत कर सकता है कि किसी सिस्टर के खिलाफ बिना किसी पूरे सबूत के कोई चार्ज लगा दे? ये कभी नहीं हो सकता है।
आपको क्या लगता है?
डर है कि अगर करेंगे हम तो हमें ये कोई बात पर विश्वास नहीं करेगा।
कंचन सिंह जी, आपको लगता है कि ये 4 साल से चल रहा है, ये जो रैकेट है ये 4 साल से चल रहा है, क्या आपको ऐसा लगता है? अब
ये जब तक इसका इन्वेस्टिगेशन कंप्लीट नहीं हो जाता ये हम कुछ भी नहीं कर सकते हैं। बट जिस तरह से हमने 110 में 58 देखे हैं तो हमें इसके मैग्नीट्यूड पे बहुत डर लग रहा है कि ये कितना बड़ा हो सकता है। हम इस बात से डरे हुए हैं, और कितना बड़ा इसका सोशल ट्रॉमा हो सकता है कि हमने अगर सिस्टर्स ने उन बच्चों को किसी को अडॉप्शन में दे दिया है किसी फैमिली में, तो अगर वो फैमिली से वापस लेंगे तो उनके लिए कितना ट्रॉमेटिक होगा।
ये बहुत अच्छा
और अगर उनको किसी को ट्रैफिकिंग में दे दिया है तो वो कितनी बड़ी घटना होगी। हमें इस बात से डर लग रहा है आगे जांच करने में।
जी, ये बहुत ही इम्पोर्टेंट सोशल इशू है, एंड I'm going to ask this question to our other panelists. संध्या बजाज, ये बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट पॉइंट है। जो अभी तो सिर्फ 3 बच्चे मिले हैं, पर 50 और की अभी जो है they're searching for 50 more babies. If those babies have been given away to families illegally or legally, illegally specifically, should they be now taken away? Those families broken, अगर उनको 2 या 3 साल पहले दे दिया गया था तो इसका बहुत बड़ा सोशल इम्पैक्ट होगा।
बहुत बड़ा, वो तो बिल्कुल उन्हें अपना बच्चा मान के पेरेंट्स लेते हैं जब अडॉप्ट करते हैं, वो नहीं दे पाएंगे और लेना भी नहीं चाहिए। इस पर भी कानून बने हुए हैं कि जब आपने एक बारी बच्चा दे दिया है और वो किस तरीके से दिया है। मैं तो ये कहूंगी कि ये बहुत बड़ा कोई नेटवर्क है जिसका बहुत दूर दूर तक कहीं पे हाथ है। ये बहुत गहन जांच की जरूरत है, जैसा कि माननीय फॉर्मर डीजीपी साहब भी कह रहे हैं, विक्रम सिंह जी, बहुत दूर तक सोचने का है कि दूर तक जाने का है, बहुत माइन्यूटली इसकी जांच होनी चाहिए और यहीं से आपको पता चलेगा कि ह्यूमन ट्रैफिकिंग किस कदर बढ़ गई है इंडिया में, किस तरीके से बैगिंग कराई जा रही है, किस तरीके से अंग उनके बेचे जा रहे हैं.
I will have to interrupt you there, Sandhya Bajaj. I'm sorry, but I'm completely out of time. So thank you to all of our panelists. One can only hope that the authorities look into this issue, and if there are genuine cases, I don't know how they're going to deal with now cases of babies who may have been illegally sold 2 years, 3 years ago to families who decided that giving 50,000 or 1 lakh rupees and taking a baby outside of the system was all right by them. But it is not right. It is not right. There is a legal system for adoption in place for the entire country to follow. If there are issues that must be raised in a legitimate manner. For anybody to now participate in a system where babies are taken away from single unwed mothers, they are made to sign an undertaking that says, I will never ask any questions, I will give you my baby, I will not change my mind, and I will never come back, and all of that, and that baby to then be sold to somebody for even 50,000, 75,000, it just sounds, and it is very, very horrifying. So the authorities need to look at it. The authorities also need to look at the fact whether this has actually gone on from 2014, as one of the former CWC member claims. There are a lot of claims floating about that the police has to investigate and give us a clear picture. The police itself right now is giving us different variations, whether it's 4 cases or 24 cases or 50 cases. We don't know because they keep going back on their word. To all the others, stop politicizing this issue. To those backing missionaries of charity, it is not about missionaries of charity, it is not about the institute. To those attacking the religion and attacking the church, it is not about that either. It's a simple, horrifying case of crime where babies were being sold that needs to be investigated and the guilty need to be brought to book. Thank you so much for joining us tonight.